Hello Year 2, going to do some work now on some calendar investigations, but before we do that, let's talk about months of the year, because that's what a calendar shows us. So, how many months are there in a year? Have a think. The answer is 12. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Could tell how many days in each of those months. And the answer is it's different amounts. So I always use this little rhyme here to help me remember. And I still remember it from when I was your age and I learnt it. So the answer is some of them have 30, some have 31, and one of them, February, has a little bit less. So let's use this rhyme to help us. 30 days have September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31, except for February alone. February has 28 days clear and 29 in each leap year. So that tells us that September, April, June and November all have 30 days. All the rest of them have 31, except February, which has 28 and 29 when there is a leap year. Let's say the rhyme again. 30 days have September, April, June and November. All the rest have 31, except February alone. February has 28 days clear and 29 in each leap year. So, going to have a look at our calendar investigation now, and you just need to follow the instructions quite carefully, otherwise it could become a little bit confusing. So this one's called Calendar Capers. Here is a month on a calendar. We can draw a rectangle, 4 across, 4 down, anywhere in the box or on the calendar, as long as you include all 16 numbers. We add the total. We had the number in the top left corner to the number in the bottom right corner, and we could write the total 38. So the top left is 7, the bottom right is 31. 31 add 7 is 38. Again, we're linking to previous learning because then we can double it. You can double 8, which is 16, double 3, which is 6, but it will be 60 because it's in the tens column. 60 add 16. You can use a column addition. You could use a mental strategy. You could use your tens and your units, but we know it's 76. Number 4, circle any number in the same rectangle. So here's an example of 16. And cross out all the numbers in the same row and column. So they've gone within our box, they've crossed out the 9, the 23, the 30, because it's in the same one, 14, 15 and 17. So just to recap, we chose the top left, the bottom right, added them together, doubled them, chose any number, crossed out the ones above, the ones below and to the sides. Repeat this, circling another number, but not the one that's already crossed out. Then cross out all of the numbers in the same row. So here we've got 22, and we've crossed out all the ones above, all the ones below, and all the ones in a row. And we're going to do it one more time. So we've already had 22, we've already had 16, we've gone for the last one more time, which is we've gone for 28. We crossed out all of them above, all of them below. And then there's only one left, which is number 10. The next thing, add all of the circled numbers together. 22, add 28, add 16, add 10. You could add 2 at a time. So they've done 28 add 22 is 50. You could use a column addition if you wanted to. That is a method. So in an addition, you can actually just put them all in a row. Save us a bit of time, but we need to carry some over. Eight add 2 is 10, add 6 is 16. 2 add 2 is 4. We know these are 20s and 10s, but we can use it as 2 to make it easier. 2 add 2 is 4, 5, 6, 7. And look, we've got 76. What do you notice about the answers in step 3 and 8? So we've got 76 here. What do we have in step 3? 76 there. So we notice that in step 3 and step 6 and step 3 and step 8, the answers are the same. I wonder if this always happens. Let's investigate other months and choose other numbers to find out. So let's just recap that to show you. Top left, bottom right, add them together, double them. That's step 3, 76. Then choose any number, cross out the ones above it and to the sides of it. Then choose another number, cross out the ones above it to the sides of it. Then choose another number, cross out the ones above it to the side of it, and there will be one left. You add the 4 numbers, get a total, and see if that number is the same as the one in step 3. So you can try that on there. Here we've got an investigation. Copies of a calendar. Well, they've given us some calendars here. So if you remember, if you're doing it, it's 4 boxes by 4 boxes. All you need to do. Pick a month on the calendar. Draw a 4 by 4 rectangle, and it's easy if you use a ruler. Add the number in the top left, bottom right, write the total. And they've done it there, 38. Double it. So that you could do an addition, 38 add 38 equals 76. Should have done an equal there, shouldn't they? Like that, equals 76. Circle a number in the rectangle. So they've chose 16, they've crossed out all of those above it, all those to the side of it. Choose another number, but not one that's crossed out. So you wouldn't be able to choose 23 or 30. You could choose 8, whatever you choose. Cross out all the ones in the row. So if it was 8, we'll cross out 22 and 29 and the ones to the side of it. And then you could do it one more time. You'll be left with 4 numbers. Okay, once you've got 4 numbers, add them together. See if that is the same total as number 3. So in that example, it's 76. I don't want to do it for you because I'd like you to do that challenge. So one last time for year 2. You're going to choose the top left, bottom right. You're going to add them together. You're going to double it and get a number. And you'll write that number down. That is step 3. Then you're going to choose another number. You're going to circle it. You're going to cross out those above it and to the side. You'll do that 3 times and you'll be left with another number. So you'll have 4 numbers. You add those numbers together and you're going to see if every time those 4 numbers added together equal the same as those in step 3. I hope that makes sense. If not, go back to the example here and that should show you how to do it. If you don't get it the first time, that's absolutely fine. If you're a little bit stuck, then there is an activity here for you to do and you can have a go at this one. You'll need copies of the calendar which are above. Draw a square around 4 numbers on a calendar, so this is just making it a little bit smaller. Add the numbers in the opposite corners. So here it would be 8 and 16. And then the other ones would be 5 and 19. So there, they've got 24 and 24. What do you notice? and you could try other squares to find out if the same thing happens. So it's a bit like the other activity, it's just a little bit simpler. Okay, and the rule is on this one, they add up to the same amount. Does that happen with other numbers? Do they always add up to the same? Hope you enjoyed this year too. Should be a bit of fun. Take care.